guys, welcome to this spring edition of our shop update. I am so excited to bring this video to you. I'm just going to show you a few little sneak peek kind of behind the scenes before we get into actually what is on offer, and I'll show you all the colorways. This has been pretty epic to try and get this shop update happening today. So I've been getting up at 6, finishing at 2, and even sort of needing to get up in the middle of the night to set pearls and things when they're ready. So yeah, it has been a very big endeavour. I'm really pleased to be able to bring the shop update to you today. And I also hope that this video brings you some colour inspiration and kind of different ideas for colourways, colour pairings and mixes and things like that. Favourite things is when you're cleaning off the tile and there's just all these beautiful kind of colours left, and it's really nice. You could see yesterday morning this was the situation, so I still have a few things left to finish. I need to dress some of the and kind of embellish some of the full pans and finish one of the colorways. And yeah, I'd hoped to kind of have everything ready to ship out next week, but it's still going to be 2 to 4 weeks shipping, so please bear that in mind. I added some full pan sets and some of those marbled full pans as well that you can see. We'll go over that at the end, but these are the new Souffle palettes. I called these Souffle palettes in the beginning because they kind of look like little kind of just nice kind of almost little pastries. Obviously they're not edible. These are layers of watercolor, and the pearls are watercolor as well. This little one here is just one of the first kind of experiments that I did. But these are the 9 colorways on offer, and 3 of these, the kind of pink, yellow and peach ones, I have offered before, and I had a lot of requests for those again, and then the 6 at the front are new. These are such a joy to make. I feel like you are kind of living in colour while you create these, kind of thinking about the colour pairings, then making it, and yeah, it's a really nice process. Some of these are more high contrast, and some of them have that kind of equiluminance that the Impressionist painters use a lot. So they would do equal kind of colours of equal tone and then have it kind of shimmer. So when you turn it black and white, it doesn't really look like there's a lot of difference in colour, and I love that kind of these analogous kind of colourways as well. So yeah. Okay, so these are my books that I kind of keep the paint swatches in. You can see I'll even keep like bits of the paper towel if I've wiped it or there's things on it that I like. To kind of remember different colours, I'll kind of clean the palette knife off, or yeah, like even put the book down kind of on the table and kind of take a print of the tile. So let's just go through and introduce all these colours. So this one is one of the first 3 that I have done before. This is I think this one was called Cotton Candy. It's really just like a beautiful kind of mix of pastels, some of the hot pink, and just like a lovely kind of spring fair. So the next one, again, I did before this, is the Peach Parfait colorway, I think. And just a beautiful, again, mix of these apricot colors, some of the kind of hot neon pink. I love pairing the really soft kind of apricots with the really bright pink. This next yellow one, I can't remember what I called it. We're going to just go with a bouquet of sunshine. It feels so lovely. It's like a little bit of a glow in a palette. This next one is called Gathering Sea Glass. So it's kind of reminiscent of, you know, morning walks on the beach, finding sea glass, and just those beautiful kind of colorways. And you can see this one next to it is very similar. So, but this one is called Hydrangeas in the Garden, and it has more of those blues. It has a touch of like a kind of an antique green, like a sort of more olive green. And it just really reminds me of like those beautiful kind of summer days, kind of in the cool shade with, you know, the beautiful sunny skies and the really nice kind of the lush foliage of hydrangeas as well, and the delicate little flowers. So yeah, and then you can see kind of the colours there. I think as I went along, I got a little bit better at kind of swatching these out. For the last one, I didn't really swatch it very well, but in a reel, my sister did a reel about it and swatched those colours for you. Okay, so the next one here is called Gems in the Deep. This is the Sapphire and Pearl version. I really love this. A lot of you, when I first started the channel, I'd always get questions about why I didn't use blue more, and I really do enjoy blue. It was kind of hard for me to figure out how that would kind of fit into my palette. So I really love this, and I'm really glad to be able to offer it. And then we did another version. This one has these reds in it as well. So this one is the Gems in the Deep Sapphire and Ruby edition. And yeah, I love these kind of blue blacks. So anything with any blue mixed with a granulating black, like Prussian blues, Winsor & Newton Smalt blue, the Daniel Smith King's blue, and like Luna black. And then I love it with like the interference blues, like the really pale shimmer blues. So this next one is kind of inspired by kind of an ad campaign I saw for Dolce & Gabbana years ago. And it was the first time I really realized colour as a powerful design tool. There were these really large posters in the mall of these girls kind of jumping, kind of running with these marbled leggings and these kind of flowing tops. And I just remember being struck with how beautiful this kind of kaleidoscope of colours could be. And you can see on the sides of them as well the colours that are used to build up. So underneath this top marbled layout, there's like this soft peach, and then there's this kind of darker lavender grey. And so this palette's called Colour My Dreams. I was thinking maybe Wonderwall, but I think we'll call it just Colour My Dreams. It was a kind of a risk to marble this many colours, and you'll also get some, you can kind of pick out with your brush like which colours, but you'll also get some nice neutrals. This next one is called Sunset in Givany, and so this is a really nice kind of example of how I love to do complementary colours. So rather than just purple and yellow, I like to kind of do a split complementary of lilac and kind of apricots. I think it's such a beautiful pairing. And so this is similar to the next one, but you can see like this is far more of that kind of equiluminance, more colours of equal tonal value. It's kind of my favourite champagne pink kind of colours, the very soft pale lilac. So this one is, you can see them kind of side by side there. One's got the more of the purples and one is more of these really pale tones. Kind of got some of those lavender greys. And so this one's called Hyacinth in the Mist. I feel like it's so nice sometimes to really lean into just the beauty of that kind of colour, just around those kind of colours that you love. And so I thought when I was doing that, I'd also show you the difference here. On the left, you've got the hydrangeas in the garden, and on the right is gathering sea glass. So you can kind of see one's got the more blues and some deeper greens, and one has those really soft, beautiful greens. So the next thing I'm going to show you are kind of all the different full pans. So I made a collection of these kind of, I'm going to call them confetti marbled full pans. So these will have kind of surprise colours all through them as you use them. And these were just such a joy to make. So I hope you guys like those. They're just going to be kind of offered as a one-off. And then I did a few sets here. So we have Garden Party, Spring Rain, and the daffodils in spring. These are definitely inspired by just what is going on at the minute on the channel and the weather here. So yeah, I also, this spring rain one, I feel like it was heavily inspired by this sort of sketching palette that I just swatched out for you guys. You can find this video maybe just 3 or 4 videos back. I really love that kind of the muted vibe of that. So yeah, and then these two are ones that I get asked about quite a lot, so I put these together as the daffodils in spring. You can see here in my plein air palette, that's the colour there. So yeah, and then the kind of apricot one is from those apricot world daffodils we just talked about in a video. So yeah, I am thrilled how all of these turned out. They're like kind of little tiny kind of paintings on the full pans, so, or you know, little artwork. So these are the colours that are kind of in those in the marbled full pans. Okay, and then we have a couple more things. So there'll be a few of these kind of sea glass marbled ones, and then a few of these shells. One of the problems with the shells is they don't travel very well, so I'm going to offer these as a discount. You can see kind of they're cracking at the base there. I will just put these on just for a small amount, and then you can, if anything sort of does break off, you can just add water, because the gum arabic, the binder and everything is already in there, so you can kind of put that back together. There's also these kind of ocean inspired marbled ones, and then yeah, again, so just a few of these different colorways. There's a few of these kind of ruby ones, a few of the little half pans, and 2 of the full pans. And again, these will have other colorways underneath them. So I think these ones have like brighter pinks under there, but these are the kind of reds that are on top. And then I think that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you at the shop update tonight at 6. So yeah, until then, bye.